Hey, we whisper here real low. Meme Dragoon hit the 50K video, but you know, after Valentine's Day, birthday, and a little incident that I had to cover, we got a little behind. But I still want to go through with it, so call this a strange loophole. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. This one needed to come out a while back. So I'm going to be shouting out some people here in this video. We got Ninja Roo, we got Cthulhu is my lord, we got Fire Drive, Loran Smiles, and Gamer Guy, and a bonus clip for you guys. Until then, sorry for the rough week. And Meme Dragoon, we still working on that video, so that should be coming out next week. But since we've already hit the week mark, we're going to make sure we polish this one up for you, all right? So don't worry, we got you, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Ta-ta for now.
What is that Kermit twerking?
I am Jacques the Shrimp.
I brought a friend.
It's not a friend. The fuck is that? Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. You have a fat ass, and it's your right to twerk with that fat ass. Oh my god, yeah. Emo twerking again.
Met Xavier, jeez.
Yeah, boy.
Damn, I look cute on there. What's up, Zekrom? Special stream today.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I know we've been through a lot. I need to repeat over and over that punch. You felt it every time.
Oh shit! clip!
Incoming! I'm taking over this podcast.
Oh yeah! We get an open.
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
Okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty. She's doing it.
What's going on here?
Oh, there you go, there you go. Hey, that's pretty good.
What's up, dude? What's going on? Pretty shoes, guys. Look how nice these shoes are.
Xavier, every time you do that, you like fold in on yourself.
Now after that, a moment of wholesomeness.
Body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. So bring my body to me.
If you can't be right here.
Everything. Oh no!
That's so funny.
That was so funny.
You want to know? Okay, fine. Here, coppers, come here.
They
Come
won't.
here.
They won't come after. Oh, like, fuck! Jesus, seriously? Game ever. Monster. Hey, fire!
Sorry.
I'm
taking down barriers.
What are those barrels?
Oh, whoa, fire! Holy crap! You're like glitching out like crazy! No.
I'm a banana. And I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that was hilarious.
You know what? If we ever do this mission again, you guys go forward.
You banana. There's cakes.
Oh my god, I gotta.
Well, I got one that it immediately like, oh fuck! Damn it, it killed me! That's your fault, Fire!
He's dead.
Yeah. It's trying to open this damn door. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, come on. Get out there, you piece of shit.
Yes, thank you. Oh my god! Remind me to like go back and highlight this or something, because this is hilarious. Fire! I'm gonna go get a smudge stick too. You can stay with Lady Fire if you want. I'm gonna go get a smudge stick.
Out here.
So we have more than. Oh!
No!
Oh no! No! Fire! Go hide!
Go to the back room. Just go.
Go to the bed! Run!
Go to the bedroom.
He's
Go
dead.
find something.
It's right on his ass.
Don't want to even look. Is this water safe? I'm gonna hope this water is safe. Water is no match for an axolotl. Thank you.
I'm gonna hit you with my sticky balls.
Water. I'm done. I need to catch up on chat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Name, where are you? I want to show you my cock. Don't clip that. Nobody fucking clip that. Dear God. Somebody's gonna clip this. Oh no.
You know I'm gonna clip it. Oh.
These hands are also E for everyone, so Kevin, if you don't back the fuck up! You are the carrot to my donut, ooh. We're never doing that again.
It was so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own.
Somebody in chat clip that right fucking now. Ada, ada.
That's pretty good.
Nerf this!
I got that.
Anybody else have a cat that like just sucks on you?
What?
Wait.
Wait. Weirdness. You can't say simp, even though we say it all the time. Also.
Look, Artie, I need these after a stream. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's such a dramatic death.
My sprinkler goes like this. Then comes back like. My sprinkler goes like this. Then comes back like.
Alright, I'm about to deposit my seed, and we're gonna win. Oh my god! I'm gonna do something dumb. Never mind. We did it at the same time. Guardians are measured by their ability to seed.
Oh, poop.
Bye-bye!
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, every damn time with your goddamn grenade.
Need to fix something with the stream. We'll be starting real soon. So give me just a minute here. I think I improved the stream quality a good bit. Jumped up a lot.
Can I just get a clip? I know I'm almost out.
Well, at least the speed.
No, no way I just had. There's no way I just hit the shot. Oh. Oh, poor Steve. I was integrating with the cams, you know, putting the USB stick in the USB port.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of gay.
Yeah, he's going to the library.
Hey gamer guy, what the hell did I just hear? Like, oh my god, just wow. I did not expect so much vulgarity to be on full display on your streams. You must now repent for these lewd actions that you have allowed your chat to place upon you, gamer.
Oh, oh my god. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're not looking at me before. I don't. Oh!
Really, gamer, do you really want me to properly teach you how to repent? Do you know I am going to play with this hardcore? First off, all this freedom that you have in your possession must all be seized, and your new position of sitting will be on your knees, and the form of attack that I will be committing will be the attack of the bees.
Not the bees! Oh my god, have you heard? Not the bees!
Hey, it's me again. Just want to give you a little prelude for this bonus content. Now, this is someone who sang a very lovely song, and I copped it in a moment, almost like 3 years back, and it's something I, every now and then just think about. So I want to give you guys just a moment of that. It's very nice, soft, and just laid back music. And special thanks to everybody on there for the people who did the podcast takeovers, for the G2Ks and sharing their experiences. And please give them a like and a follow on their Twitch. They're great people. They are lovely people, and honestly, I hope all the best for them. And this person, this right here, I don't have anything to credit them other than they have a beautiful voice, and we just met up randomly. And I think that's one of the beauties of VR chat. So you guys have a good one. Take it easy, and enough of hearing me creepily whisper to you. Have a good one.
I mean, if that makes you happy, oh, good, man. At the end of the day, that makes you happy.
Yeah.
You have to care.
Feeling lost and I don't know what to do now. What I chose ain't really gonna work out. Falling 6 feet underneath the floor now. Think I'm gonna tap out. Feel bad, go to bed with the pillow worse. Yeah, so sad in my head. Feeling like a curse. I need medicine, medicine, medicine. All my skeletons out for the taking. Yeah, I do not even know if I'ma make it. I'm afraid of myself and I hate it. All my skeletons out for the taking. Somebody take it. I wanna run away. The day to day, it's taking its toll on me, and I'm tearing up
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's switch over to the live scene here. Also, tell me if this is too loud. Yeah, I created transitions. I mean, I actually had a lot of fun, like really updating and upgrading a lot of my stuff in Twitch. I haven't touched on a lot of things in a while. So like my alerts are you know, kind of, you know, like actually working, which that has been a struggle for a hot minute. Blurps are blurping, alerts are alerting. I still got like a lot of stuff is like full screen. Windows pop off. I can actually show you guys a bit what it looks like. Where is my sound alert? Sound alerts. But you know what am I doing? I'll just type it in here. I got another browser here. Sound alerts. Now, I was going to go into VR chat and kind of pop this off, but I didn't. And maybe I'll still do that. All depends. All depends. All right. All right. We got that going here. Thank you guys for showing up. And if you guys know, I put this out for last week, Saturday, and then I got slammed by work. And then I was like, okay, we're going to do it Sunday. And then I got slammed by work again. And then I ended up putting it for this Sunday, just so we can have T jump in with us so we can have a good old time. So T will be jumping in with us creating the perfect MMO of 2026. And let me give you this, you know, let's start there. What do I mean by the perfect MMO? Because no, we're not literally making a game. I don't have the skill set. I could try, but I will make a very shitty, very broken, very glitched up game that I think everyone would love to break apart even further once it's created. I don't think that's going to happen, but we want to break down basically some of the basic stuff that we play with, like, you know, video games and stuff like that, and kind of mix and mash into what we would think would be the perfect MMO that does not exist today. Some shout outs though. I want to put up some love. I have been enjoying the hell out of NTE, Never to Everness, a lot more than I expected. I played a bit of Blue Protocol. If you guys know what that game is, another anime MMO, but kind of more on that trek, as you get to customize your character, you go on raids, you're in a different type of world situation, kind of what you expect. And it's all right. It's all right. It wasn't my jam. At the time, I tried my best to really dedicate some time to it. It just didn't work out for me. But NTE, there's some of the random stuff you have. It just happens when you're going through the city, and it's like, you know, a ghost appearance or some weird anomaly happens, and then, like, you know, there was like on this driving in a car, right? What you can do, that's the GTA reference, and then like there's a bunch of like alerts and sounds, whatever, and then there's a ghost bike rider, headless, you know, like, you know, ghost type. You end up chasing him. He's throwing cars at you. You go through a tunnel, then you go into a boss fight. That's excellent. I couldn't recommend the game more. You want some time to kill, maybe, and I'm like suspicious about how much I'm enjoying it. Like I'm having so much fun with it that I'm like, is it really this fun? Though I'm playing it, so I'm enjoying it. I'm taking my time on the story, not gonna lie, and I'm just like doing a lot of just messing around in the game. But you can play with your friends. I could say it's kind of not fully fleshed out on that side, but it's definitely there. Oh yeah, T, I'll go ahead and open up Root real quick that we can pop in on there. And and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an image of T on here. Let's see. There's T. I'm giving T a call. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. All right, we got T on the calls. I can't hear them just yet, unless I have something that's blocked on the audio. Let's see. Where's my audio out? Coming through chat. Chat. Okay, we should be good there too for chat. All right. Okay, we got that selected. I'm just not hearing T at the moment. I'm in a call with T. Oh, speaking of it's updating. I see. Okay, I just got that. I'm kind of like popping back and forth between like a bunch of screens and stuff. And this is, I think it's gonna be a fun one. I may do more series like this. It's a little bit different than a lot of the other stuff I do. But it's a lot. It's a way to kind of get you guys pinning, pick my brain on some stuff or seeing where I'm coming from and where I get to see you guys come from on some of this topics and stuff like that. And I think the perfect MMO. I've been wanting to do this forever. I'm so serious. We really want to do this, and I believe next week too. I'm just gonna go ahead and just put it out there. We want to do the 7 layers again, but this time we're gonna do 7 layers of the VR setup, specifically for full body VR or VR in general. The setup. What's the 7 layers of that type of realm? And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that because I have a lot of opinions on the desk setup stuff. But VR, a lot of you guys know me. I have the equipment. I just never plug it in to use it. So I'm not a strong VR enthusiast, but I have definitely played around in the world. So I'm not like, completely new to it. But when it comes to like the VR scene, like there's a lot of people out there that really did it up, like the whole 9, green screen, back rooms and stuff like that. And we're just going to rate it 1 to 7. And see where it goes. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I haven't researched a ton of it other than my knowledge I have now. You guys want to have like opinions on what's the best headset? I can totally just give you that answer. That'll be on your budget. There's some expensive ones that you want to avoid. Definitely listen to your well-experienced VR chat pole dancer. I'm pretty sure they know exactly what headset that they would choose. Why would I say that? Well, it involves every bit of the headset. It sounds kind of funny to like, but they spin around in it, so durability. It falls, it pops up, it breaks a lot. They know what it really is. Oh, she needs my UID for the game. I'm talking to Rakeless here on the side here. There you go, Rakeless. I'm sending that message over to you. And how you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys having a great one. It is Sunday for me. Which means, getting back to work on Monday. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to bring that up. Let me just put, I moved the wrong thing. Oh no, we want to move my character who keeps jiggling, jiggly. All right, that one. Oh, that's the outline. Oh, that's, okay, we'll have to fix that later. There we go. All right. Bring us down here, and probably what I need to do is get an image of T. So we're gonna do a quick little side quest before we get down here. We're gonna get an image of T up in here with us. I have lots of images. Let's pull it from one of my many locations I have for my files and stuff like that. I guess in a way, what I'm get to do is show a little bit of my erratic creative side with doses of tism. Just a dose of tism. Here we go. All right. Double click on this. Got a nice little sweet image here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna strap this in right here. right, it's a nice little image here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it, strip that background from it. All right, looks like it needs a little bit of work. Magic eraser. Gonna erase around there, around there. I was mainly trying to get a bit of that the seat cushion there. And we'll take out that little spot right there too. Round out the table because I know it's going to be this stream. All right, erase. There we go. That's what we need. Click back here. And we're just going to stretch it out here. Get close to those ears. And let's put the name. Oh. So can you send me my PNG tuber? PNG tuber? Oh yeah, I could totally do that. I can just send you my PNG tuber. Why did I read it that way? Why did my brain read it that way? Okay, yeah, if you want to do that, that'll be fine. All right. As soon as I get that, I'll be able to add that image in there. I'll get rid of that. Maybe I'll use it for something later. All right, we'll just hide it for now. Here we go. Yeah, hidden page. All right, so I prepped a few things in here. Probably how far we'll be able to get into tonight. Let me see where T is at. Well, they're still updating, so then maybe it may take them a little bit. While we're getting here, let's go ahead and get started a little bit. I'll describe kind of a bit of the task at hand. That we kind of know what's going to happen. So, 3 parts that we're going to hit on is classes, what you want to play as. I think that's very important. You're going to spend 99.9% of the game with the class you pick. I see you, Val. Val, I enjoyed your stream putting together the 40K sets, and then there was a Gundam. I thought why was I thinking 40K? It was the Gundam sets. It was the Gundam sets on there. If you want to see some cool content, Val's. I'm not sure how long you've been streaming, my man, but yeah, give Val some love. You definitely enjoy hanging out with them. We've known each other for a rather long time. We are getting close to what 7 years, if not more. Oh, perfect. Okay, I got the image from T. Grab that and put it in my handy dandy file of T. It's my way of trying to be organized. It's a task, and it takes practice that I am just not good at yet. All right, we're gonna do that. Now, since we're using root, root might not. Now says thank you on and off for years. Yes, but still keeping alive in these crazy times. Sometimes I look at folks. Whoa, that's huge. Yeah, we definitely got T now. Hold on, let me just correct size this image here. There we go. Actually, no, I'm gonna use T. T's gonna be on. Let's see. We're gonna be hiding the chat a little bit there. There we go. I think that'll work. And I just got to put the layers just right. New avatar? Same avatar. Same avatar. I haven't changed from the TV head. Well, the usual TV head. But I have been playing a lot with AI. One day we'll get into a conversation on AI and usage and what's okay and what's not okay. In the future, I would love to dig into that. The girl I mean, that's T Radio. T Radio also is our newest host and someone who definitely brings energy that was much needed and some hype and care that really helps us transform. I think you're going to really enjoy T once they come on. She is amazing. Trust me, you're going to like T. For those who haven't had a chance to meet T, you may have known T from D's project of Know You, from their voice acting, but there's also been a voice actor for about 15 years of voice acting experience, and they have a incredible range. That honestly, they are amazing. You'll get the chance to see and hear from them very soon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, I hear you loud and clear. Oh, let me see. Make sure they can hear you on stream. Can you say hello one more time?
Oh, I heard it. It went through.
Perfect. I hope you enjoyed. I was doing my best glaze work. Val says the timing. Yes.
Flawless. Hello, yes, INT Radio.
And you can see them on the stream. They stream right now once a month. Maybe they do other projects, but once a month. And we did it for this month. Next month, we're in the next month actually. So I guess your next stream will be coming up soon, and we'll post it as soon as we have a date on the inside the server, inside the Discord, and we'll let you guys know. Or we'll be shouting it out, either me, D, Gamer, on one of our nights of streaming. We'll let you guys know.
Yep. So I am a new partner for the ZTV Studios. My name is T Radio, and I host basically Cosmic Espresso. So it is a VR chat instance where people can come join, and we just have a genuine conversation about passions that we have. So for me, like voice acting, and I tell stories, and I do sort of like public therapy sessions for friends, and even just public sessions out of stream. So yeah, if you ever wanting to just have some chill vibes, you want that lo-fi girl aesthetic and just apparently some motherly advice, then feel free to join me. And you can catch us every now and then where we all talk and collab together, going over things that we're intrigued by, stuff that we're working on for creative mindsets, and for those that are just wanting to open up their social spectrum. Just you're feeling awkward, you're shy, not sure how to break into a conversation. This is a good opportunity for you to join, and I try to include the chat with it. So I take designated times where I talk with the friends about projects. I take a break in the middle of the stream where I talk directly to chat, give some words of encouragement. And then the last hour of the stream, we just kind of banter, have a little fun, be relaxed, off the clock.
Val says, interesting. I can't mimic your voice, Val. You have a very unique voice. Eclectic voice. But I would definitely encourage anyone to hop in, join. It's gonna be a special night, and guarantee. All right, so how are we gonna pop this one off? Thank you for hopping in on this one too.
Yeah, for sure. This is something that I was very intrigued by. So same thing with Gamer Frog when he had his Isekai stream, which if you guys want to try to catch up on that, you can see some of the conversations that we had either in some of the recordings, clips, or some of the conversations we had in Discord about it. But for me, Isekai, world building, storytelling is like an easy go-to for me. So like I could be an amazing DM for D&D. I just don't know the mechanics and fundamentals of being a DM. But when it comes to story building, these things I love. So this was something I felt like I had to be a part of.
I do think one day we definitely gotta try just a hectic one shot, see where things go, and just we'll go as chaotic. Just tell people just to lower the expectations on what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, so for the perfect MMO, I kind of broke it down to a little bit. This was kind of like off the cuff. We did another page where we were really touching on a lot of things. I see Zach Rum. How you doing, Zach Rum?
Hey, Zach Rum.
Where we were breaking down by classes, and that page has a ton of classes there. So for the stream, I wanted to redo the work, kind of see what people would chime in with. Meanwhile, get a good focus between me and you on what we would like to kind of see in the perfect MMO for 2026, or maybe I should put 27 because it would take it would take a little bit to put it all together.
2832.
2832. Everything will be in VR. You will be the warrior you create. You will be the night elf mohawk.
Oh my god, we can make Verve an actual fucking thing at that point. Just download and zip in. This is the game where you plug into the Matrix.
I'd be with real life being as crazy as it is. I'm so down for a digital life. I'm so in for it. I will LARP a rogue in no time. So we can start anywhere you'd like. We can start with classes. I put like the healer, tank, DPS kind of classes. World building. I was gonna work on like this rudimentary story page. What you thinking?
I think if we break down the classes, that would be a good way to go about it. Not so much as like, are you fighter, bard, rogue, but as well as tying it into a player's class. Again, like such as a healer, DP, or tank. I think trying to rework those would be a very interesting and really like fun way of changing up the game. Because otherwise everything feels a little too repetitive. Because like not to narc on Overwatch. Overwatch was like the go-to. Everyone's like, oh, we're locking in, boys. This is the game. But then issues, people had stuff happen, COVID hit people, so they had to change work habits. And then Blizzard did their spiel. And then suddenly, boom, Marvel Rivals popped out. And now people are like, oh, this is the game. But then there's the other half where people are like, too many playables, too many fundamentals. There's just too much more now in the game. There's just too much added to it. So again, it could be argue of hey, get better skill set, or you're just something to complain on. But I think reworking these classes would be fun.
Also, I saw jobs over there from Val. I think that's a good one to put in there too. Well, I'm just gonna throw a quick page together, and we'll get into some of the jobs the characters can do. Because you gotta have
sure side questing. Yeah. Side questing stuff is fantastic.
Side questing, I think, is almost more important than the combat. I might be crazy there, but I feel like if you're spending 90.9% on combat, then you're really just kind of playing the game, shoot a couple guns or your bows or whatnot, and then you're out again. You're not interacting with others. The jobs and stuff like that is where you kind of force interaction. Val says some people won't dig into the skill tree, and I could definitely. I went in hard with Destiny 2 and World of Warcraft. Like there's something about wanting to build whatever class it is the best DPS tank class. So you start forming up charts, and if I do this, and I'll have a 15% jump in defense, and as long as I put this here and then I grab this thing, and if I grab this relic from this mountain and then before I go into the raid, and then like at least for straight 25 minutes during the boss, it's crazy. I forget what they call it when you're doing that. There's like a certain name for it. Sweating, maybe that's it.
I was about to say it could be called sweating, but I know there's a technical term.
Yeah, there's like it's like when you're trying to play the best way. I think it's also like why people who go from World of Warcraft, when they go back even to the vanilla, it's not the same because now you're not discovering new things. It's more of everything's set. This is how you play a hunter. This is how you play a tank. Where when you first start, you have no idea. So skills trees are going all over the board. You have like hunters. You know, they were using their pets for everything, but they were in like marksmen, so they're supposed to do all the damage, but they have all the pets. But you don't know, and that's the fun when you don't know.
Yeah. Min
So
max.
let's
Yeah.
mid max. That's the word. Mid maxing. Yeah. Thank you, Val. I see that in the chat. Okay, so hopping in here, I kind of wanted to kind of like dive into like what we needed. When I did the other chart, people said for healing just to get rid of healers. How do you feel about that? Just
Get rid of healers. I could see it. It just has to be tied into a different type of mechanic that flows properly. So think of it as not like a one potion slap ball, here's a band-aid, drink a Red Bull, PUBG kind of thing.
yeah.
Everything has a certain reason. So if you don't have like a magic user that has like a selected spell slots, let's just say 1 in 5, then you'd have to have a player that has the inventory to be the management of your healing potions, your first aids, your trauma kits, and it's still the slot section for 1 in 5. It would still work. So
Yeah.
everyone has to play an equal role of something, because relying on I think if like if we're trying to talk about it as an MMO, it's a mass multiplayer online game. Whereas stuff where like it's PvP combative like Rivals, then you're only heavily relying on someone on the team to play that role. So as an MMO, you have to give it the option to be
Welcome
accessible
back,
to
Val.
heal, but not
Yeah.
necessarily playing a healer.
So and also there's the like each class has to kind of be able to kind of play the game solo on its own. Like like the missions, you don't
Exactly, yeah.
need 12 people on or whatnot. 12 would be nice. A 12-man raid would be crazy. But you know, when you're just kind of doing things, and when we were playing Blue Protocol, which I'm not gonna crap on Blue Protocol a lot. It wasn't my favorite, but it's not a bad game. Just want to put that out there in the ether. But when I was playing my tank character and we had Dorito, he was playing a healing character. You would stick so long in these you know mob fights doing nothing, no damage at all. So it's a slog of a grind if you're a healing class, especially for healing class in that game. And for many games, when you're not a DPS just seems to just go up the ladder in levels like nobody's business. So if they just want to get to the end game, DPS is normally what everyone chooses. You're gonna die a lot, but
Yeah.
the between everybody's combat, you'll be fine. Tanks won't die, you know, because they'll have a lot of health to kind of take anything. Healers will stay alive forever, but you know, 90% of the time they're healing themselves. One attack, heal, attack, heal, and so maybe a combination. I'm gonna take this kind of as a visual. So we're gonna have this one. We're gonna have healers and tanks kind of like have a smaller role on it. So you'll need to kind of manage it a little bit differently in different scenarios.
I think because it also would have to work on the play mechanic itself. Because then when people see a tank, it's like, oh, you're going to be a little slower. You're bulky. Your attacks hit heavy, but they're not consistent. So like, shotgun versus automatic SMG.
Yes. Yeah.
You'd have to set it to where, think of it like clothing armor. Like these boots give you like a higher jump percentage, up by like 10 plus. The cloak, rather than taking full like torso armor, you take the percentage over for gives you better stealth to like natural environments. Playing it that way would help change that because you're not relying, oh, you're technically a tank class, but then you have the certain skill sets. Like maybe you're stronger, maybe you're slightly slower, but it's not drastic. So you still have to play according like what your field is, what your expertise in that area is. So if you still want to stay
Yeah.
tank, then you have the ability to get a better like think of like a grow percentage. So obviously someone can have a better chance at learning music than another person can. Well, one person who's a little bit more in tune to understand why music works, like, oh yeah, I can play guitar very well. Well, I can't play, but I understand how rhythm, pickups, how to change the speed, tempo, what creates the perfect like decimal kind of thing. There's different things like that. So one person, like, yes, you can play it well, but playing in a specific class will allow you to excel it further once you start using it. So, like a tank, they can pick up a shield and still have a better sprint speed versus someone who is more of a DPS. So they can still use the shield, but they're not as fast as the tank with it. So
I
certain
actually
things play into it.
I went through an idea too at you, as well as this knowledge about throwing anti-healers. They take health from targets and mobs and players alike. I think that's a cool idea for a class, an anti-healer class. With the idea of like the tanks, let's say like the way you build your character. There was a game called Armor Core, which they came out with one like last year or the year before. Really cool. I played the first Armor Core way back in the day. What it did to kind of manage and balance is weight. So you could have more armor on your robot, but that meant that you have to, it's going to weigh more, so you need stronger legs, which are tankier legs generally. So almost in that same effect, you can still move real fast if you have certain tanky builds on it. Then you can use a shield. I can see that kind of working as like a balance. Like, oh, you want to hold that shield? Like, great, you can do it. But now if you're, let's say you're a DPS class with some tank stuff, you're a little slower DPS now because you got some tank stuff weighing you down. And DPS maybe the same thing. You're going to take more damage than other tanks because you have more DPS stuff on it. A kind of way to kind of counterbalance. And if we're tying it to like gear, then we can kind of do things on the fly. Maybe your tank can turn DPS, which make everybody kind of have all three roles. Lighter on the healing side, so we're not having a dedicated healer. People are managing either their own health or their team's health with certain skill sets with cooldowns. But between like the taking the hits, you can have one character. Let me just put this on. All right, we're ready to go. And your team is always ready when you're going to do something. You don't have one person that's dedicated and grinding. So everyone's kind of a DPS, especially if you're solo, with choices of forming the group up if you have certain items to be a tank and stuff like that.
I think it's about the proficiency is what it really is. Because again, each class has the ability to play each part. It's just that one has a better proficiency of excelling at it, or like, well, that's just really it, just excelling at it. Because you can have experienced players who get in that try to use these same mechanics, where you can just what is it, like SNG Go or something? There was that whole thing where like the worst weapon you can have was the AK because it was more sporadic, or one of just like the bare ass pistols, and it was just like, oh, the ones that can use them really well are the guys who can like quick scope, where it's like, okay, well, obviously you're cheating, or they know how to use it in a way that's like, okay, if I stop moving and then lower my mouse speed, I will get better, which is a thing that actually happens. So for those that don't know, you have problems like that, stop moving, tell your rat brain to slow down and turn down the sensitivity. There you go. So it still allows them, but it's not so easy because, oh, I switched tank to DPS, but I'm still using all the same gear. So just some have better proficiencies at it. And I think as you play, you can have small like quests that you do as a group, whereas on your own you can probably get better proficiency as you play. But when you go to a group, we can have the game mechanic to where it will lower certain things to allow your teammates to play in. So that way you don't have like a super early beginner who's just tagging along with a level 200.
Yeah. Actually, I do like it when games kind of like make it so that everyone gets to have a close enough challenge, like more experience.
Yeah.
Some reward for your experience. I think that will be helpful. But if you're you're just starting out to get, you don't want to be playing with like your friends invite you, and this, I feel like this happens all the time with MMOs. Also just shouting out to Val. I see balance, cool ideas, hell yeah, hit swap, yes. I'm so we like the hot swapping idea. It and kind of having this like that kind of balance, like, okay, we need someone like in this group, we need a, let's say it's a 5-man run, you just need one more person there, whatever they add it'll just be good enough for the group. So their basic default whatever, it's that one extra shot or one extra stab or something like that that's going to help you clear that thing.
Yeah, I would consider it something like guild guarding, because there's obvious groups where again they try to do a lot of that, or they start in with a new account, but like, okay, they do it for the streams where they just open a bunch of like loot crate kind of thing. It's like, oh, I want to go ahead and just see my percentage of how many times I can get this specific favorite item. I feel like guild guarding would allow that fundamental to work, because yes, you still have to go through the grind, but the game will allow a balanced mechanic to high level players, say 3 high level players, 2 semi beginners versus 1 full time beginner. The game will allow a mechanic to drop a small percentage from the higher players that creates an easier balance of a mission that specifically that party is set up to. And I think some games fall apart from that because it's always the same mission, but nothing new. So it's like, okay, dungeon crawls, easy. Just let the game create a different pathway so you can do a dungeon crawl. Kind of like Power World. Each dungeon is a little different sometimes. But letting the game find the mechanic that guild guards, so that way your early on players can catch up a decent gain percent, while your high level players can basically still get item drop. So you're not going to suddenly just do a super hardcore grind because you got one like god tier player and like 5 brand new players. So it's not going to like make an easy run, and so they just rely on the expert to pile the drive through everything. It just won't work. So it has to tie everything in so they all play around on the same field.
I forgot to share my screen the entire time.
Yeah, I've been watching the stream. Thanks. Kind of catch around the ads.
I was so thinking about all the other stuff and the bells and whistles, the streaming. I forgot like the bare basic part. Like, oh wait, they can't see. So a couple things in here. God, I wish you can put this all into a paragraph. Maybe I'll have ChatGPT put a summary together of what we're talking about. But what it sounds like at a whole, we're not looking for, like, when it comes to tanks, DPS, whatever, to be like a set character set. I think that we've done that. We've done that in mini games. It's great, but maybe some way that where they all intertwine, and it's about the player, the way they play, into whether they become tank DPS. So would you be against the idea? Let's say we have a mage, right? Mage can be many things. The main thing I know is that mages use magic, many different types of magic, maybe elemental, maybe something like that. But you want to be a little unique and you want to be a mage tank. Doesn't really happen in MMOs. You don't have like a mage tank, but I could totally see a mage tank working out perfectly. Ice powers as shields, whatever. If they have the ability to do buffs or something like that with potions or whatever, I can see adding it to the lore. But I guess what I'm saying is, you can pick whatever class, and that class can be whatever it needs to be. Still dropping the, I think not dropping the healing, have that as more of like, an offset so you can save yourself when you need to. But it can be a tank, it can be a DPS. It depends on what you need to do. And maybe a third option that we're not even thinking about here.
That makes sense.
Like
a way that I would like to see it done, almost think like Legend of, not like Legend, how about like the Last Airbender stuff, Avatar. Maybe it's, again, you can probably find drops or spells that when you complete a quest line or you get a certain mission, or you collect like the runes thing, like, oh, you found a special crystal. When you combine certain amounts of these, you can like gain magic proficiency. I think if you do it in that sense, you're not going to be instantly perfect at your magical power, but you can allow your character to basically like, oh, this is your magic pouch that you take with you. So this creates like a radiative aura that allows you, okay, this one gives you ice powers, or you have a bigger pouch of like rock or earth crystals. So now you can almost like use rock and earth magic. So as you play and you continue that line of a player, they can get better. Otherwise, you can constantly swap it out, and it's suddenly like, okay, now I maxed out this tank who also does fire magic, but I switched to a different game mechanic that suddenly now I'm a rogue magic user, proficiency at like dark magic. I don't think that's fair enough because now you're creating basically an easy swap to like, okay, this mission does this mission does this. I feel like it's, again, everyone plays the same. It's just adding small things to help play the better benefit. Like, okay, you're still the same guy, but now you want to lean into tank stuff. Well, obviously, you have to drop a lot of stuff to start fitting into that, and you have to gain your proficiency into that.
And I think that
so
also
they can get better as they play it.
It should take time too for that niche to pop out where you start finding out. Like some games are really good at it. Like you start playing more like a tank character. Maybe you're really concerned about your health when you're playing, and then you have other players that are just wanting to kill things as fast as possible. Hey, Soap the Slippery, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Soap. Welcome in.
So we were talking about making the perfect MMO, and we're right now we're in characters. Characters, classes on it. And I think for the perfect MMO, I'm trying to like wrap things up to a nice little bubble here. It's with leaving out some key details. We're looking at making one class fluid enough where you can bounce back and forth between tank and DPS, but you get offset skills for healing every now and then. Not a main healer. We don't need someone whose main job, because I think healing works well in story. Having a cleric, having a priest, having someone who's just there to keep the group going. But I think in practice, it becomes one of the classes that it's not super fun to play. I played Pally Tank in World of Warcraft, and if you're a Pally healer, I hate it every time I had to do Pally healing, because all you're doing, you just heal the tank. It was just a main tank healer, so you just press one button for the win. It is just one button the entire time, and then you'll have the group doing call outs, the guys who are doing more interesting stuff during the fight, like the tank or the DPS. All right, I need more heals. Okay, I'll just make sure that I press my heal button even faster. Just click. Or you have a group heal.
Because I think having it balanced that way is fantastic. Because again, you can max proficiency in a lot of stuff, but I think letting players use every chunk of that stuff just makes it, okay, now you're not even playing. You're basically playing cookie clicker on 20,000 cookies per second. It's just not fun. So, like again, you can say someone's a tank, but they want to use ice magic. Your proficiency building up that shield. Okay, now you're excelling on your block. But if you're focusing on that, the other ones won't pick up as well. So it only grows as you actively use it. It's not just a suddenly like, oh, you suddenly gained all this stuff. Use it all at once. I don't think that should work.
Also, if you let's say like
So
just a nice little balance mechanic. Let's say if you're going 100% tank, right? I think you're gonna have. I think you should then fall into the problem of, yeah, you're gonna suffer trying to level by yourself. Like if you go too far in that, then you're gonna really have a hard time, really getting far. And if you go 100% into DPS, which I think what a lot of us want to do when we're playing DPS, we want to get the highest numbers and stuff like that. I think you should be a glass tank. I think that you should be prone to one hit, two hit, and you're dead. Or the was it Genji? I need healing. You become that person over and over for your greed of wanting to have the highest damage. I think that it needs to have somewhat of that balance in there, and kind of force, if you're going to go that route, you need a tank by your side. And if you're going to be a tank that's like 100%, you're going to need DPS, keeping the social part of MMO social. You're not going to get rid of those.
And I think that works really well
Yeah.
with the guild guarding too, because again,
Yes.
it'll only allow you to do certain quest sets or generative mod missions, because it registers the party that you're actively going as. So you obviously can't just be like, what is your skill set? Like, oh, I am the best there ever could be at a shield. Okay, well, we are obviously not sending your ass to a aerial mission because you ain't flying nowhere. What about your other party members? Oh, well, my party members are excellent at fire magic, and one has speed and reload and ammo carry. Okay, so you probably would be better for like this type of quest or this quest, or maybe not even a fighting one. You have to do like a payload mission where you have to do an escort job. You guys might excel at that. You can take care of the front, and they'll be your backup rangers. Okay, excellent. Now you have an on-site shooter, one that trails probably further behind, doing your scouting, and they're a sniper. Excellent. These are your class missions that you guys can play. So guild guarding those things, I feel, play really well into it, and allowing players to grow a proficiency as they play, not just so much like, oh, you're a tank. Okay, you're a 10-foot person, Spartan. Here is your 200-pound tombstone shield. You'll be fine. I don't think it should be that way. You should grow into your proficiency.
Okay, it's something I was just putting here is, in the world, since there's enough information on every MMO, when you interact with characters, I feel like in a way, because of the way the MMOs are created today, and I'm gonna get to the Smite. I know where you're going with Smite, because Smite's kind of like that. What we're talking about with a little bit of healing, which you either pick a beefier class for tanking or DPS. I know what you're talking about, Valves. That's a good point. But what I don't see a lot of MMOs do is, if you come up to, let's say this is real life, right? If someone is walking up to you and they're heavily, have a bunch of armor or whatever, and you need some help for your village, you should be able to look at that person like, I think you would be great at escorting, our family over to like the next village over. I think you're built for that. Or if they see someone, who's coming over, they're like draped in shadows, and like they have like, or they have fire on them or something like that. They look like a fire mage, like they can do a lot of damage. Like, I need your help to help, do this. I think there should be some kind of interaction of like, you could do certain solo quest types based on, yes, your class, but also maybe even your appearance. If you come off as intimidating, I think it should play really well into that.
Yeah.
It puts you in the game. I did like it when
because that makes sense in real life too. Because again, if you're just walking down, there could be the game where it registers. These are probably missions that would best either progress the skill set you're on, or give you opportunities to build out some of the other skill sets if you're wanting to explore those. So the ones that are super obvious, it'll be like a person full on waving, kind of coming a little closer, like, "You there, adventurer, I really need your help." Versus someone just like, "Can anybody help me, please?"
Yes.
It just makes more sense.
And I can even see like it really playing well with a group if you're doing like two quests that are similar. Like it can track that you're both like in a party, you're doing something, but it still gives you two different jobs, and that they work symbiotic. Like you're maybe doing something while the other person's attacking, and it is two different quests. You know, they're going to give out the same rewards and stuff like that, or equivalent, but that it in nature kind of like it works together while you so. By them working with you, maybe you're protecting the cart. The attacker who's out there getting whatever the guys are, is making it easier for you to do the quest because you actually have a buddy there. If you're not, then you just have to defend the hell out of that thing by yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of like just like any what do you call the missions where it's like you hold the hand of this person and you just walk them through and you just have to defend or attack. That way
it's like an escort versus like a payload
mission. Exactly. Yeah. And that's just one example. I think it's if someone like put years into thinking of how they could really do escort. If I saw that from Val, that would work really, really well. Okay, so we got a few things here. Let's get into some class names on it. And just so I can put this down here, and correct me if I'm going wrong. Since we're almost coming like making one class, one class that basic class set, but different classes that your character can do. If you pick mage, or something magical, it can do a lot with that. But what I want to do is kind of get fun and crazy with kind of the names of what you would call these classes. Maybe some are typical MMOs, and maybe some that just should exist. There was one that we used as an example, which was adding a Jedi class. Which they've been around for a while. I don't know if there's a way we could put into lore. You come into this world. We haven't got to the story part, and maybe everyone who comes to this world is isekai'd into it. I don't know.
Right.
And we somehow this world isekai Jedis to come into the world. Anyway, just using that as an example for the Jedis. I'm not married to the idea, but I was thinking of a few class names that we could throw into that could definitely meld in. Some ones I would say would be a bad example would be like priest. Like I'm pretty sure like you can do shadow priest and stuff like that, like they've done in other games, but I do feel like priest is kind of the healing role we want to stick away from.
Yeah. At some point, like that's why I like doing this stuff, because I try to tie it in like, well, how would it work in this way? Well, to us, a lot of these things are like, oh, it's the world of knights and stuff, but it's like, what if it's not even called knights for them? It could literally just be like, these are our barbarians. Like, oh, are they vicious? Are they like bandits? Like, no, bandits are actually really cool people. They take care of the bakeries and the orphanages nearby. No, our barbarians are top class fighters. They take care of the outer perimeters of the kingdoms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, if there was a magic user, I'd probably say like maybe a spirit melder, because they use the spirits of the world they're in to allow them to use their powers. So things like that. It's kind of like putting a gun versus like brass knuckles kind of thing, like gauntlet or range fighter.
All right, I'm just opening up my phone here so I can make sure I spell things correctly and I don't embarrass myself too much in the chat. I think all these guys know I've seen my damage before.
No worries about that. My husband makes fun of me. I can't even speak English properly most times.
I blame school. It failed me and by passing me through all my classes.
No, I just say that you make fun of me because I can't speak properly.
Oh,
is this big enough? I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is okay. I'm gonna make this bigger just so you guys can see it. So we got Spirit Melder.
Okay. Yeah, Spirit Melders. For like obvious like fighter classes, people would be like, oh, that's like monks, barbarians. I would try to find a word that's both like
Put Jedi in here.
protector and heathen kind of thing. It's like it can go both ways because it's a brutal thing.
If
What's
I had, I'm trying to think if you could think of. Trying to think of someone who could fit in here. So I'm
I
thinking
like using
survivor
different
type.
languages to help with this too. So
Oh yeah.
why don't I pull up Google Translate and try to find some words that would work? Because like for me, someone who plays like a rogue, I'd probably class them as a seeker because most of the times they're doing scouting either for their party or themselves. So
Yeah.
seekers can be like either like kind of like the silent type players, like stealth. So you're a seeker.
Oh, I'm gonna add this one here from Val in chat. Brutalist.
Nice.
I can
All right,
see that.
where is?
I'm gonna add one that's close to the heart here.
Mhm.
Solder. No, soldier. So. Oh my god.
Oh, what are you there? Oh, you a soldier? Okay, good to hear.
Oh my troops. We're gonna. All right, we're gonna go with troopers. There we go. And I think that maybe we can get a little bit of militarily trained. These are guys that are on the ground, and maybe this will play into like the name of the actual game of this perfect MMO. But I kind of like these are like very tactical thinking guys of like what they need to do things. They can be on attack, they can be defense, but think of your CS:GO, your Battlefield, and imagine if they were brought into an MMO, which I don't think we've seen that. I mean, we've probably seen some type of that, but not directly like maybe Star Wars actually comes kind of close, but like literally like a soldier trooper type of this. We got brutalists, seekers, Jedi. Because I threw it in from the last time we were talking about this in the Discord. Sorry, we didn't stream that one. Spirit melders. I'm thinking of.
I'm trying to think. What is?
I'll let you cook on that. I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to do some. Okay, like okay, I'm gonna go to internet. And I'm gonna type in cool words or no names for mages. Wait, it's gonna give me just names that I can call my mage. That's not what I mean. It comes from brutalism, architecture, and spot. Actually, we were talking about brutalism on the 7 layers of death setups, because it's a style I really like. If I was to have a level 7 death setup, it would be in a brutalist style. And think Batman Beyond. Oh, not Batman Beyond. Sorry, Batman. The show back. The animated series. How like the tower look. The very strong like noir towers. Actually, well, we're in a visual spark here. I can kind of show you. So if I go brutalist. Control V. Style. Steel. See, look, I was trying to avoid the very thing
Names
I'm doing.
for magic casters. Yeah, magic casters are basically the spirit melders because they're the ones that are using the magic that's in the world. So I look at it as like a science thing. You can't create nor like destroy mass of some sort, whatever the fucking
Having a scientific touch. I think that's
that
yeah.
thing.
You cannot create nor destroy magic. It is all pulled from one area. Names for magic casters. FMA.
Yeah, that was the spirit melders I was talking about.
Oh, FMA. for some reason I'm thinking of UFC fighters. You know what? Maybe we can do that. We get some UFC fighters in there. There's like, you know, the Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, Full Metal Alchemist was very much on that. That. Well, I mean, I guess it is alchemy. You know, you can't, you know, whatever you take, you must give. Whatever you give, you must take. Rule of magic. I could definitely see that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna leave UFC fighters. Actually, no, UFC fighters would. Give me a sec here. I'm trying to think.
If we're doing UFC fighter, so what was the set for Brutalist then? Because I thought I was picking that as like the fighter.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Brutalist would be fighter. They
Yeah,
kind of are the
because
same
in
thing.
that
Yeah,
perspective, yeah,
yeah.
because there's different fighting classes. That's an obvious thing. But brutalists are like the people that like they don't use certain methods. They don't use weapons. They don't use magic. You can if you excel in magic to add to it. But brutalists are, I would say, contact fighters.
What about ninja? Like Shinobi.
I would say for like ninja, I'm gonna try to hang on. I got an idea for something like a ninja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ninjas are gonna be
Like very odd. Like barbarians. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So like brutalists, barbarians, they will fall on that brutalist track. Seekers, I kind of like, you know, rogues. And actually, seekers would probably be on the ninja, would they? Like a subclass of like, you know, ninja gear
In
that
a
you can get.
sense, yeah. Um,
Jedi, I almost feel like maybe I should change Jedi because I feel like that can also be a subclass. Something that's like a futuristic warrior fighter type of situation.
yeah, it could play a part of that
Yeah. But they do use the
because, like, so
force.
I would. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because again, it's a type of subclass. So just because you can wield something doesn't mean you can excel at it. Because we're taking the
Yes.
sense of that concept, but in this MMO world. So I've tried to think of it like, what if it was like a plasma sword that would extend a certain point? Because the way plasma moves, you can't solidify it. Maybe it's like a sword whip thing you can do,
Okay.
versus like a burning iron rod thing that you use as I think it's called takas. Um, it's kind of like how like police have like that the classic knife
Baton.
stick. Yeah, the
Yeah.
baton thing. Like Tala from Soul Calibur. How she has uh those little side things. That can be a different way of using those. So like maybe that has like a burning iron rod on it, and so that's how you use a solid melting sword kind of thing. There's so many ways of playing it, and I think leaving that area, we can get to that in like the weapons stuff or how certain things will be used. But the subclass to use said things, it's going to be very broad because at this point, anybody can be an artificer.
Yes. Yeah. How about this to an idea? Like, I was thinking of someone that would be, you know, a lot of these are related to, you know, survival in a brutal situation. But someone who's like a monk on traveling and stuff like that, like but that's their main thing. So they would have maybe for their main sets of tools that they would use, like the pickaxe you'd use to climb mountains and stuff. We call the scale. They use ropes a lot. Someone it's like a class that's built on almost like I want to say adventuring, but That's not what people picture when adventuring. They don't picture like rock climbing. Um,
Yeah, because it can be like a pilgrimage thing, or it's just like a nomad.
Ooh, nomads. I like that.
Yeah. Because again, everyone can play a certain type. It's just like, what is it that you would probably be known as? Because obviously, like, oh, this guy he uses like a sickle and probably like a chiseler's knife. So he's like really good at like small weaponry and like close combat. But everyone knows him as like, oh, he's a spirit melder. He uses like wind magic to make him fight even faster. So he's an excellent like wind user kind of thing. So everyone has a certain thing they can do. But when you start getting into the smaller bits, like how do you use it to play? And I think that comes across once you find your class type.
Oh,
Because like the way again, water magic can be used very differently. Someone can use it like in Avatar, it's like water whipping, whereas someone else might use it as like maybe they use ice magic or they like fine tune it, and so they can like use it as like a pierce needle kind of thing. So suddenly someone uses it in a different way, it creates a whole different mechanic. So again, not everyone can be good at one thing, but they can at least use it in their own way.
Yeah. So I can see that like being like a side thing. So you can be a nomad as any of these. But it depends on
Yeah,
how,
but I'd
like,
say if you use it as a
yeah.
questing thing, so like ones who are like are monks, or like you were saying, like the priest thing, they go with the reason. I feel like they're almost a different class of spirit melder because they're using a certain type of faith to project into one specific thing.
Okay.
So it makes it really difficult at that point. But again, since we're just now talking about it, this is stuff that can be easily be built further down because creating the baseline, you can easily go up from there. So that's why
Yeah.
kind of having this really like vague
Broad,
helps
yeah.
that. Yeah, very
Class
broad.
base. All right.
So we have like troopers because I feel like troopers would be like in that class too. So it's like you have different subclasses in that too. So you can go as a full battalion, or you and like a few like specialized rangers class. So like either like 200 of you or 5 of you. So I feel like that would probably be that area.
You mean into like it'll be a side quest thing? I kind of think when I think of trooper, I think of Starship Troopers. Kind of popping in.
Well, because I also put it in perspective of
Yeah.
like troopers are. It's seen as like troopers as a group of a force of some sort.
And I see
And it
this
depends on the side of
surveyors.
it too. Yeah, kind of like surveyors, but they can be either aggressors or people that are just again like inspecting, kind of checking things out, sightseers, kind of shit. So they're the ones that kind of like lead the front on that. So I feel like troopers is kind of like the people who like just go and explore in a sense, but they have a task. So again, it can either be a good thing. I guess what like Assassin's Creed, people will look at it's like, oh, the Templars, we have the faith of this said thing, and we're good people. But on the other side, it's just like, no, we see what you do to our people who denied you. So you're still bad.
Yes.
So again, it can be the same thing with military stuff too. We can see it as like, oh, it's awesome to see these guys. They fought for us. They are here to protect. Whereas others see it as like, oh, that's a warning sign.
I feel like in a way we're also bumping in the story now at this point. So should we like? I think at this point because I think story is going to paint some of these characters a lot better than we can. Well, what would we?
Yeah.
Let's hop over to. Okay, we got world building. Oh, that's us working on your avatar here.
I see.
All right, we're gonna go right into
Yeah, my
here.
standing desk.
Standing. All right. That's level 2. I'm still that video.
Yeah.
Also, we have Vika who's still working on actually putting that for YouTube, so we may have that coming out in the future. I'm going to be helping out a little bit more with that because with you get the cooking for that. I was gonna put you over here, Mr. King, sir. The only face I just found. So story ideas. I'm not even sure how to even start with this one because I don't want to put like giant paragraphs, but I do kind of paint the picture of where we would like to go with the story because stories. You know what? I'll throw my chops here. I do feel like stories war. Oh, you got to add. Okay, so Val got to add. I feel like stories do kind of lead where you could go, but it can also have the problem of you having such a good story that your character isn't yours anymore. I saw a bit of that happen to World of Warcraft when and it's very it can I think it sneaks up on a lot of games, especially when they're older. Final Fantasy, it happened to Final Fantasy. I think it's still Final Fantasy, still a good game, but because the story's so big, your character can only be so much because eventually you leave a footprint onto the story of how much you kill so many kings and demon lords and gods and stuff like that. Eventually people are going to know you. Eventually you've done something that people know you in the game.
It just turns into Dragon Ball at that point. You're just like, oh, this is what I'm doing because it's fun. And now it's just like, I do it because the universe needs me to, and it's fun. But MMO makes it so much more difficult to create such a broad story because it's an endless thing. Whereas a single play type of game has a goal point.
Yeah. So with yeah, let's see. So I had a couple ideas, but I'll throw it out. My first one was everyone is kind of isekai. Like you're playing a game and your monitor, grabs your body and then like you're now in it. You get yoinked in your computer and you're and the first thing you're brought into. I'm trying to think of like there's so many MMOs out there. I see Leroy Jenkins. He would love for this to happen to them. By the way, I know he would. But you're first pulled into a character creator, which for all of us, I can't think of anybody who would be against this. Would love because you would totally make yourself the way you'd want to be. Like I'm going to fix all these imperfections that were given to me by default. I'm gonna be 6'8". I'm gonna have the perfect chiseled cheek, whatever. There's so many. Oh, I would love one day to talk about that. There's a lot of tall people that want to be small. There's so many. They want to be small beings. They want to be.
It just happens, man. It's like the hair thing. You got curly hair, you want to straighten it out. Like, man, I would love to have it. You got straight hair, I want to curl that crap. It just happens, man.
My wife has big pajangas, and I love them. She doesn't. These are weights that she has to carry. Yes, no matter where she goes. Like, it's just like I will have no problem. I will hold them wherever we go. It will look awkward in public. No, you're not doing that. I'm just offering. But you go into a character
I just want to take
creator.
the weight off your shoulders. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's not for anything else. But okay. Getting outside of that fantasy, you get yoinked into your computer, right? And you get into a character class builder or whatever. You get to select your person. We'll throw in some text. It just tells you, don't worry, if you die, you respawn. You're now scared a little bit. What? Don't worry, you respawn.
I live again.
Yeah.
Hand warmers. Hey, yeah.
Maybe we get some epic hand warmers. Like you pick up hand warmers. They still have the tag on it from JCPenney's. These are legendary. Have been used in eons. Still fresh from the store. you basically are kind of like the king massively summons a bunch of people. You everyone, there's a bunch of these heroes enough to like be their own population that all of a sudden pop into the world, which I think helps explain why there's so many of you. Right? There's like all these special people that are just kind of like have these superpowers amongst a
I
bunch
feel like
of
it'd be like a rift tear kind of thing, a dimensional rift where like some people get just like mass yoink. Like everyone, like you
Ooh.
just like full bulk order on Wish.com. Like, yeah, I want these people. The universe was like, you know what? Let's spice it up. Let's go ahead and order an extra one. Oh, damn it! I ordered 200. Oh no, that's 200 million. Oh, those poor players. Anyway, hit send, and they just all
Well,
get yoinked in.
I can just see like this like a short comic session. How many did you put in there? It was just it was 100. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it was 100. That why does that say? Well, that has more zeros. That says billion.
It's not a
That's
comma. Ah.
oh oh no. And maybe they get yoinked to different spots of the world, right? Just all over, just sprinkled on there. Let's say the world has some level balancing too, so that way, you know, even if you're in a, you know, there's no set dangerous area, you just kind of get tainted with that area spot randomly. Just kind of throwing that in there.
Yeah.
And it's just still the isekai idea. There can be other ideas. You get yoinked.
The way
through
I
a
would
rift.
go about it, so to make an MMO work well, there's still the opportunity to have it go PvP. And the way that I would do it, so
Yeah.
I actually started setting this up for we can go into detail later with mine, but you can have it to where you play both sides of this whatever fuck off war kind of thing that happens. So in the beginning of the game, it kind of gives you like a godly voice kind of speaking to you. And as in essence, it kind of just goes down to your first question. Do you choose to believe in the faithful, or do you question it, kind of thing? And then it can go into a storyline to where it works. Again, the game can work both ways. It's just now you're playing on different ends. But because it plays the same way, it doesn't really matter. But it allows that conflict of the story. So you can follow the faith, and as you progress, you gain wisdom and power through the faith of the people that you fight for, and maybe the gods that you worship for, like gods of health, like gods of like protection, gods of war. Or like if you deny and like I question the faith, so the story could open up to where uh, you and your other fellow troops or your surveyors, you're sent
Yeah.
out on this mission to protect the kingdoms of something something, and at the end of this fight, you were the ones that were betrayed, not portrayed, betrayed. So you all end up like dying, and so because like as the player, you are now gifted this ability because of the sacrifice of your fallen comrades for questioning them. You are the loose end that they are trying to hide. So now you play the other side of the story, whereas like for them, it's like, oh, you fight for the righteous of us. But then this other side you see is like kind of like the resistance, like, no, there's secrets to them. They don't want you to know this. This is why they're doing it. They're gonna turn you into a battery, Neo. That kind of thing. So now you play like the demon side, where it's like you have this fallen society. So it's kind of a little bit more Dark Souls, gothic punk kind of thing, where you go around and now you have to rebuild your villages anyway. Whereas on the good side, where you follow the order, it's a little bit more cleaned up, but the story is just different. Same gameplay, but different story to it. That way it feels well balanced either way. That way one's like, oh, well, you obviously win these fights because you have the dark power. Well, yeah, but you have light power, so that doesn't mean squat.
And there's so many games that are like beaming in my head right now. There's a new one called not new, but new-ish, called Aeon. That kind of
Oh, you're lagging heavy. Hang on.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I can see it. My pings are dropping. No, save the stream. Yeah, it looks like it just hit a huge lag spike.
Yeah. I don't know why, but when we were talking about a lot of that stuff, my brain went to the speech at the beginning of Treasure Planet.
On the clearest of nights, when the winds of the Ethereum were calm and peaceful, the great merchant ships with their cargoes, the solar crystals felt safe and secure. Little did they suspect they were pursued by pirates.
It's just like, okay, now where's our story going? So it's like,
yeah,
oh, all good things until then.
They were great until they weren't.
Yeah. Everything was fine until suddenly it wasn't.
Gravy
Always
let
those
out a
stupid
fart that
fucking-
put a rip into the universe. Now everyone will
It
fall
goes
into the
into
crack.
like negative space. You hear that weird trombone playing.
Yep. So, have
It was
you
a
heard of
happy
Aeon?
marriage. I personally have not heard of Aeon.
It came out a long time ago. It was one of those that was looked as, oh, it's going to be a World of Warcraft killer. It didn't. It totally didn't. They're yes, definitely. And I think this next one is probably going to flop. I definitely want to give it a try for Aeon 2. But it's probably definitely going to flop. Beautiful design, characters. It didn't fall because it didn't look good. It looks really good. The main thing about it that it promotes on its posters like everywhere is the fact that you have dark angels and light angels, and they hate each other, and you pick a side, and there's PvP. But pretty much that's it in a nutshell. Again, very beautiful. Like it's hard to be ugly in this game. Like it's just everyone's a supermodel. You become a supermodel in this. But the main thing is that it definitely has that, first thing you do, you dive in, you do a couple things, and then you end up, you born as one of the sides, and you get wings and you fly around. That was the main thing. Actually, with the questionnaire, the thing that pops in my head now is Wizards 101. Because of which is still running very well today. It has been around for so long. But Wizards 101, you answer a few questions and it picks what house that you go in. There's not much for PvP in that game, but it's one that I can think of as like you meet the house master of the school, and then the first question asks you, "Are you? Sorry, my glasses are a bit hazy. Are you a boy or a girl?" And that's I love the way they do that, and like and you just answer like a personal question. Would you like to go to a beach for fun, or would you like the winter cold? I think you'd belong in the house of fire because you're a Floridian. And then there you go. You go into the house of fire and you learn fire magic. I can see something like that from the way you're describing it. Yeah, a little bit.
It kind of works that way because it all follows the same story. It's just basically different scripting. And that's what kind of gives it more balance for each side, because again, it's the same story, same mechanics. It's just now there's a better excuse for PvP kind of thing where it's like, oh, well, we just met in the tavern both earlier, but it's almost like a server dedicated thing. So like this servers, you can have different instances for this side. So that way it keeps it like actually set. But it has the opportunity to meld into other things. Because again, it could always give you the opportunity. It's like if you question the faith, then basically you restart into the other side. You just completely new game. So by giving it that option, it allows story to build without changing the game. Because again, it works both ways. So again, one side you follow the faith, whereas the other, like, you question it and they try to kill you off. Then the voice that you hear of like the narrator, what kind of like plays your guide through the game, your tutorial basically. It's just like they pray to the wrong gods. and this is what you should do. It's the same thing, just different
Yeah.
story, and I think that helps.
I just add here just a little so the PvP reasons. Like I do think that's going to be important. Why do you fight someone else that's similar to you? Because that's when you find another player that they're kind of thrown into a similar situation. Like why aren't you guys buddy? And I do think that looking at reality that yeah, I think we would be very pro PvP nowadays for some reason.
Yeah. Like the roulette story or the World War II Christmas soccer game thing that happened. Because again, it could happen either way. Could be fun. But why does it work that way? So in this sense, it would allow you to actually have reason for it. Because otherwise, again, you can always like later in game and non-combat stuff or non-questing, and you're just wandering in side quest stuff, or world exploring. Suddenly, you both meet at a tavern somewhere, and like, oh, this is a good guy, but it's like, oh, but I'm on this side, so I won't see you again when we play again.
I think Val's asking a pretty good question here. There was the other question. I want to throw this out too.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to be a human? I think definitely not. I think a part of the fantasy realm is the fact that maybe you can interact with someone who's not human, and you could be that not human. I think that will be. I think that will be great.
Yeah.
A lot of people would love to be elves. Maybe with the rise of furries, meta humans.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's many ways it can go, or in a fun way, the beast kind. Think of like Ben 10, a lot of bipedal type of species and aliens, whereas there's some where they're more beast-like and quadruped. So you can have different ways of tying those into mechanics too. Or I think the fun one I've seen that some furries do is where they like do a centaur version of their stuff. But again, completely different world. So I don't think you have to be human. So there's different ways you can do it.
Happy Gout Man sounds. Fun fact: World of Warcraft was supposed to have the Naga, which is kind of like I'm put them on here. They were supposed to be a playable race that never happened because because of the gear. That's why it didn't happen. Let's see. Wow. I'm just put fish people. See if it knows where I'm talking about. No, not fishing. Fish people. Really cool storyline. Really great trailer back in the day when they were doing it. Seeing if I could find one of the Naga. I know these guys were kind of related to them. But basically they look like kind of fish dragon people in the game. They never became a playable character because they couldn't figure out what to do with the legs. Because they were going to have like a serpentile leg on it. But I would love to see like a centaur be a playable character. 4 legs, 2 arms. You put on gear just like everybody else. They somehow do something with the wrapping with the textures for putting like the boots that you would get, but you're a centaur. Like they look a little different. They kind of did it with the Draenei characters because they had hoof-like feet. I see D says, "Sup Val, glad to see you alive." Yeah, yeah, we were saying that earlier. Yeah, and he's into streaming too. Okay. But I would say absolutely. I think in the perfect MMO, I think you'd have to have the option. In fact, I think that also if you go that far, why not have 2 different types of humans too? Because technically zombies are human, right?
Yeah. And I think that's why I like these ideas too, because you don't have to play the standard story, which is why when I talk about doing homebrew D&D stuff, maybe orcs are the more refined and they're like gorgeous, like Portuguese Spaniards looking like people, like they're just delicious. Whereas like the typical elf thing, like elegant and frail and smells of soap and lavender. Where's the baby oil? Vitamin E, please. Need it. Need sunscreen, absolutely. I would like to see it where elves are more of like the ruffians, like they're all into like they're Samoans basically. Like they are just like full on like warrior looking, maybe rough, a little rugged.
I mean, if you think
Like,
about
I'd
like
love to
typical
see
elf,
different classes for
yeah,
them.
they're in the woods. So like, you think of any like woodsy type of person, lumberjack or something like that, or someone who's like living off of nature. They're usually rugged, and if the elves are gonna be, they should be more rugged, not just beautiful, sweet, live for the treat. I don't know. Maybe just how I kind of paint them is like
I asked the grass to grow properly, and now my house is elegant. Nah, I just want to see an elf like full on like 7'2", fully jacked, like shoulder logging like 5 full trees. Like, yeah, I'm building
a cabin for my children. It'll be quite lovely. You care to drop by for some tea?
Like that'd be fucking awesome.
they're like taller dwarfs. Like they're like dwarfs, but just
Essentially, yeah.
Big beards, burly. Like their axe is made of the finest material. Like it's just like made out of pure oak. Look at this baby shine. Let me show you how I
Yeah.
throw this thing.
Like, I'd love to see that. Or like again, like dwarves, everyone's like, oh, they're like the miners. They're probably covered in grease, sweat, and oil and dirt. Like, nah, I imagine that they're really intuitive. They learned how to make things benefit for them. So they're probably like super like 3-piece suits, thick,
They're more like
nice
the
class
elves.
boots.
Dwarves should be
Or
more
like
like
instead
the
of like mine, they have
yeah.
jackhammers and like tools. They're more advanced. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, the intricate designs they do with metal easily leans
Oh
to
yeah.
them with jewelry and other trinkets. Not just I have hammer, like they have hammer, but they have the tiny little hammers to really knock the jewels into
Yeah,
the
or
right
like they
place so
see
the diamonds
glass
shine.
makers. Like, oh, we have specific caves that are like sulfur and coal mines, so we use those as burners. So we have some places that bake the absolute godsend best sourdough, or ones that are like beautiful glass sculpturist. Like they're so good. Again, changing the story, I think would open this type of MMO to many players. Like nothing is as it seems, and that's why those two sides of the story. Do you follow or are you against it? Do you question or do you want to get better? It lets them choose while still guiding them through the story that's already there. So it
So
still feels like everyone has the choice, and
so
that they
D
can
would be a
expect something different.
so D would be a pimp dwarf. So he would be on the other side of the non-faithful.
He'd be the short, stout dude. He's got like his like shutter shades on, and he's got like 3 like 8-foot elf women all like decked out. He's like, yeah, I know exactly what I'll do. Kind of stupid shit. I can see D doing something stupid.
Yeah, he pulls out his
Shit,
hammer,
baby, you
gold
talking
plated.
about
Yeah.
ghost? I got a ghost for you to exercise in a 1975 Eldorado. He's behind the Home Depot. You gotta exercise the ghost, baby. Like stupid shit. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Val says that they would be the bankers. Their faith is gold and silver. I mean, I feel like a quote in reality.
Oh, what's that dude from the Phantom Menace in the first Star Wars movie where he's like, the credits will work. No, they won't. None of those tricks work with me. Only money. I'd love to see
Only
that.
money.
It's like
Yeah,
it's basically
oh, yeah.
Arthur Morgan there. He's like, I don't speak none of that German neither. Money.
Money.
I'd love to see it.
Oh,
We're so
this would be
good.
this would be comedy gold too. Just to see the characters.
We be cooking some numbers right now. Shit.
Could you?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm adding one to the class just because I was thinking about it. Maybe this will be a NPC class, non-player character, the rich class.
Hell yeah.
They play completely differently. They're just but I feel like it does exist. They have their own ways of attacking and stuff like that. Go my minions, like Pokemon. They just keep sending different people to do their bidding out to battle. D says
First player, it's like those downplay Diablo like strategizing games. Like,
yes.
I'll play this way.
Ooh,
Well, if you work rates in general, you can unlock that. Like, okay, now you unlock casual sit back mode.
Casual. maybe we could throw like a little bit of okay, so I've been
This your video on Roots froze. If you want to close the stream and reopen.
yeah, let me do that.
Cool. But yeah, in the story, I think just tying it all back, letting people see that again, nothing is as it seems. Everything is, it's something different. It's new. It's intuitive. There's ways that they make it work. Because I look at it as a sense like it's not equality; it's equity. Everyone can have a stool to step on, but if someone's taller, they don't need it. Whereas someone's way too short, they'll need two. Let it balance out. Everyone has a reason for it, and the reason works well. So that way you can keep the story clean where it's like, like I just imagine Moist Critical coming in. It's like, yeah, so here's about 20 reasons why this game is a little bit racist, and I would go and point out for this one. Suppressed genres, power grabs. I think keeping it simple enough to let the player feel like they already have the choice.
Deeft_gaming
But again,
subscribed to your
everything's not
channel
as you
for
expect it.
56 months.
And thank you for the 56 months, D. I forgot to put that up there. I just got the alert that just hit.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Thanks, D. Thanks, D. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's been when I see those months climb.
Yeah.
It's been a mad month. You should see when I hit him up on his, which I guess new month, so may see that alert come up again. But yeah, it's we've been around for a minute. It keeps making me feel old.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I am feeling it. Mr. Crab.
Am I back?
So I'm putting I put led to one truth, but seeing another. It's kind of like on there. Maybe they'll lead to a good title for this fictional story here. Going to the world building, this I thought we would have a lot of fun with.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm trying to think of you know what, since we have you on route here, would you mind providing the imagery for kind of like what we would see from the worlds here, and I will be sticking those into the world. So I just put world because I was just copy and pasting everything, but I'm thinking like these are parts of a world on there, and maybe like some main areas where they can intersect. They don't have to be like, you know, the main part you spawn into the world. Just, you know, an image of if someone said, hey, what does this world look like? This is kind of what they'll see. So maybe like two main areas. Maybe like we have I'm gonna put light on this one. So this will be the light side of the world.
Yeah.
The one that appears to be good. And then we'll have dark side of the world. And then from there, we can kind of like, you know, put like a couple images that we would like to kind of see in there. For light side of the world, what do you kind of picture in your head?
There are so many ways, and I think tying a lot of them in. I'm thinking like, what is it, Satori, Greece? Some of the place is built into the land because maybe this place isn't, you know, it's not all like, oh, we decimated it to create a beautiful city and this prairie of some sort. Maybe it's built into the mountain. So some places are built like cob homes. Some have a little bit the twist.
You're fine. I'm driving and I don't have it on my phone.
D hopped into the call.
Oh.
Boy, you get your ass over here.
He doesn't have root on his phone.
Okay. Well, then I hope he caught the stream when I said that.
See you later.
I don't get to pick on a lot of people, and I usually don't try to, but D's one of those people. It's like, I know what you are.
Oh, there was who someone put that image of, it was Nurse Joy And she was saying, "I know what you are." And in the background, you see Lopunny, you see Gardevoir,
Oh yeah.
you see Vaporeon.
Humanoid of Vaporeon. Yeah.
I know what you are.
I
You
know
little freak.
you know what I am. I know you know what I am.
Of course, I feel
Just
like
the
people
fear growing. Stop.
Stop. Oh, you know what I am? Stop. I was putting grease. I put geek. I put geek. Goodness. My grease. Okay, that's for sure. And what was it called again? The
like Satori Greece, because I'm thinking like Satori Greece, where it's like the beautiful white homes built into the land, so it's like all like downhill looking, and then like some areas are. I love the Afrofuturism. So I'm looking at concept art to that. Think of
okay.
maybe like the League of Legends like Netflix show, just how cool some of the places look. But like it looks
the design,
modern,
yeah.
futuristic, maybe a little Victorian. Versus like maybe on the dark side, it's like darker sunsets and stuff. Am I crazy or did you invite me to this Z? Oh yeah, am I crazy or did you invite me to this Z?
Maybe. I don't know.
You never know, though. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
I like to think maybe that we did.
Coming to a dimension near you.
Let's put it over here. League of Legends. Why am I using this?
I think I'm finding some good pictures here. What's that one? No, that's directly from it. Okay, as of city. Okay.
World. Oh, it brings me to the World Championships. That's not exactly what I was looking at. There you go. That looks like a. It looks like not exactly what I was looking for.
Your internet's so buggy that everything's super pixelated. Give it a sec. Slowly loading in. I see someone's face over there, like John Tron. Oh man, I'm just seeing like fake ad trailers on YouTube for like my Google pictures, and it's like Black Panther 3 ? And it's Denzel Washington and Will Smith, and I'm just like, stop.
No, don't do that.
It's so rude. Don't be dissing on that. It's so dumb. Okay.
Okay, we got at least an aesthetic for the light world. My internet is just less than premium right now. I would like to have premium internet, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I can see it kind of like, hitting a little bit on the stream as well too.
Yeah.
And it could be that I may have maybe a few more tabs open than I really should on the side, but
that's fair.
That's hard to stop. Okay, since I have this on the side, I'm going to open up Pinterest, and I have opened up Pinterest a few times in the den, and for those who know, I can't open to Pinterest on stream. Val says
some dangerous territory.
If I didn't have work tomorrow and it was because you're trying to when you're in VR chat and you're watching the stream, there's the delay, and I don't have the premium internet where I can just have it just go boom right there, so you're seeing it as soon as it happens. All right, Pinterest I like going to because it does a great job of looking for those dark world designs that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It's an environmental concept, and let's go Dark City. Yep.
I got some pretty decent stuff popping up now. I'm trying to save them and send them over to you.
Okay.
Okay, that
Actually, I'm
good.
I might be able to bring over some from what we did before. Let me see if I can do that. I'm gonna open up another Canva tab on top of my Canva tab on top of my Canva tab.
Put a tab on another in a tab.
Tab
Make our
tab.
own biodome, a dome within a dome. A dumb movie.
For some reason, the first thing came up. Dogsdale Dibba
Yeah.
Ignore that image. That was me making fun of Dorito. Ignore that one.
Spicy.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
Okay.
It's just funny. Where did I put it? Maybe it was under this one here. Nope, it wasn't. I should just delete that project entirely. Delete. Move the trash. There we go. Oh yeah, we did the last stream we did because I wanted to do one regardless of whether or not I would be able to stream. We did it on Destiny 3. And yeah, for pretty much the consensus is they're cooked. I just don't see Destiny 3 happening. But it's the one thing that they can't afford, so they can't save their own game. Like they need it, but they can't afford it, so it's probably not going to happen. Oh, this is it. Okay, so here we go. This is where we got some of the classes beforehand. I think I prefer the way we painted it out this time. This was just us putting it together. This is some of the images. I'm not sure if my stream is showing well enough.
That's coming through pretty decently. The Twitch is a little delayed, but it's popping up clear.
Okay. So we have like this.
That's pretty good.
Brutalist style here. I'll expand some of these out so you can kind of see them further. Kind of like what New York thought they would be in the future. I think that's what that is. And I think one of my original concepts back then was, what if we went space retro of one of the vibes there?
Funny enough, that's what I'm currently looking up.
Hold up. Go to the front. And there's this goofy image. I don't think it's from anything, actually. I think it's AI. Or just an artist reference. But if you look at it, it definitely has kind of like that look. It was a try.
It looks like it would be in Retro Star Pack. Oh, which one?
Solar Punk. That's what Val says. I did pull this image. It's cool that you're mentioning.
Oh yeah,
it.
no, Solar Punk is a big one. I try to pull through it all the time. I love Solar Punk.
Yeah, I think this one was from Solar Punk, of us searching that one. Saren Brain Cells here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going my concept environment, and we're gonna go Solar Punk. Oh yeah, this image came right back up from Solar Punk.
Oh god, that's super pixelated. It's like all the other ones I can see
It's
fine
just-
except for that one.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm moving it. If I like stop it for a little
Yeah.
bit, and take a look, maybe
Okay,
that'll
yeah,
fix it.
it's pulling there for me, so the stream should see it. Yeah. Okay, I found a pretty good one. Now I just got to save it.
Yeah, I think the other one was kind of 60s. The one with the old school space. Like, what if they were right about the future, and we actually move towards something like this? One, I think it's be kind of cool. Two, there's no two. That is kind of, it would be kind of cool. It will be kind of cool. There is no two. I think I pulled this image here. I'm just gonna pull this one out here so you guys can see it on the stream. This one I was thinking for the Jedi role, kind of where they would fit in. There's like, there's like a Jedi. Exactly. There's like a, there's like this fighting dungeon and stuff like that, and there's like a whole bunch of Force users, but they also know technology, so they're building robot stuff like that. There's this like arena. There's spray paint and graffiti all over the place. I think this one is a bit more of kind of that thinking too. I didn't want to have cars in the universe because I feel like cars are so ubiquitous to current day. I feel like it's a mode of travel that will pull you out. Maybe floating cars or floating animals, like I'm thinking Avatar. I see groovy. I do like the 80s theme. I do kind of like throwing some of that. Like if we're gonna go back in time a little bit, which a lot of times when you look at isekai anything, they're always in that kind of villages and stuff like that, and kings and queens time frame. But I was watching a video that was showing like back rooms of like, not just like the yellow walls and rugged floors and stuff like that, the 80s, but like, like different malls and stuff of the back rooms, but that way. And then, they had a weird river going through it for some reason, because I guess why not? Malls just have rivers running through them casually.
Yeah. There's actually malls that do that. I think it's like if you look at I think it's like Philippines market malls or something, or mega malls. Like
I
people
went
talk about how beautiful they are.
I went to, I think it was Minnesota, the Mall of America, and I was on that water ride inside the mall, and a couple of we call it roller coasters inside the mall, which was very interesting. So I did that. That was cool. For going to Minnesota. Steampunk. Oh, definitely steampunk. I think definitely have some steam with looking at like the styles and errors of that and painting the world. I think that would be really cool. And a good thing about like with when it comes to like just how we would want, I'm gonna grab this image here and I'm gonna bring that over to our actual project. There we go. Still a bit fuzzy. But when putting all these together here, like the world,
I sent you 3.
Oh yeah.
So far. So like I could see these being for like the Light City. You can pick one of those.
Okay. Let's see.
Trying to grab.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've been cooking here. All right, so we got this for the Light City. I'm gonna replace that over that image there. That looks really cool. And one that's
This
a bit
one's
more
good too. This looks
futuristic.
like Mars. All right, and I'm about to send you some for like the Dark City.
Oh, okay. This is a small image, so if you're seeing pixelation, it's because it is a bit pixelated because I'm stretching it. I'm just trying to get you guys to see a little bit more of it.
You're good.
There we go, and stretch it out that way.
All right, two of those are trying to load themselves. Give it a sec.
All right.
Because I try to put it in perspective. Like again, it can be different on both sides. Like one says like, oh, it's all this kind of stuff, whereas the other's like, no, this is what it's actually like. But their side we know is supposed to be like this stuff, and it's definitely not.
Yeah,